get some weird scuffle that you can't see what's happening. Then you get a guy jumping off a building and hand gliding into somewhere. Then you see a guy, some truck flipping.
It's all big space.
Everything is all over the place because he's obviously a guy who knows how to do things well, but I'm not so sure he actually knows what he's doing holistically. Like, that much on a movie just seems like he's concentrated very hard on every scene. And he just stuck all these amazing scenes together that don't really, you end up with a movie where it's like, you got Batman in a vault with Commissioner Gordon. So, okay, supposing Batman only meets Gordon on a roof. That way he could always get away.
Mm-hmm.
Supposing
in the night as well.
Supposing at night. Supposing he goes into Gotham Bank now, and unknown to Gordon, because at that point he wasn't top of the power, was he?
What do you mean? Who?
He wasn't commissioner.
No.
He was commissioner halfway through. At that point, people, because we'd already seen that people don't like the fact that he talks to the Dark Knight. Supposing at that point people wanted to take the Dark Knight in, and because they knew Gordon was in cahoots with the Dark Knight, they make sure Gordon doesn't know about it. So there's a plan to jump the Dark Knight once the next time he's with Gordon. Does it make sense for Batman to be entering closed environments? It's so stupid. It is so stupid.
Because it's very easy to... that just goes on to the point of like how Nolan, like, you've made your film so realistic that you could actually make a better film without having Batman in it.
He compromises the film.
Yeah, because like every time Batman, because like the film is so real with Dance, the whole thing about law, taking down criminals, this new district attorney, the police thing, everything is in the day. It feels like heat, and you just see a guy with pointy ears, and to begin with, his mask looks all wonky because the cow looks messed up. So I don't know what happened there. And you see a guy who's got like his face looks like a turtleneck or something, and like it just looks odd because it looks like wait, why is there a guy with pointy ears standing up? But we just take it for granted because hey man, it's Batman, so yeah, this is just Batman and everything. But watch TDK and try to watch it as a film. It looks weird. It's weird. Like, try to watch it as an objective film. Remove your fan mentality out of it and just try to watch. Like, Burton's Batman, it works. Everything's working within Batman psychology. It is dark. It's mysterious. It's mythic. So, whenever you see Batman, you feel like, yeah, this guy can't exist in this world that's created. A guy with pointy ears walking around like London or like New York or Chicago, if you see him like that, you'd be like, what the hell? I mean, he looks stupid. Especially if he's dressed like that, because he doesn't look scary. That's one thing. He doesn't look like a guy in a bat outfit.
He looks stupid. And one thing he certainly looks like he looks mad. So, I mean... maybe Nolan has some sort of, like, maybe Batman making a speech at the end of Dark Knight, based on, like... in a Daffy Duck voice.
But in a gravelly voice, after being dropped and everything. Maybe he's gone so...
Sometimes the world believes that good and people deserve a better class. People deserve their hope. Listen, guys. Let me tell you, okay.
So to say it's a time.
We're not saying we're going to talk about it, but fact that there's only one movie we'll talk about. It's Dark Knight.
Yes. So really,
this is what defines everything. The Joker said he believes this city deserves a better class of criminal. I'm going to give it to them. Okay. What does the Joker say he believes in? He believes in something that it makes sense based on what you're looking at. You're looking at a maniac, and he says, I believe this city basically deserves a really high quality freak, which he believes he's up for that job.
Which is based off Batman. A particular idea of Batman. That's what that sentence means. No, it's like a better class of criminal, which is basically based on what Batman has been doing to the other criminals in everything. So he wants to give Batman a proper challenge.
But you got a guy like Batman on the other hand who's saying that he believes not that he should step up to these criminals, but rather he believes that the city, oh my God, people deserve to have their faith rewarded.
Sometimes the truth isn't good enough.
I mean, it's like,
sometimes the truth isn't good enough.
Guys, I'm sorry.
You've seen what the Joker does, and is that the best? Is that how you react? Oh,
guys, I'm sorry. Listen, Gotham is meant to be
it's the worst. One of the worst.
A pot of crime, a pot of filth, a pot of steaming, continuous corruption. That the only hope they have in that city is Batman. It's not a city where, given the chance, they'll always do the right thing. And it's just a couple of these evil little criminals that... how does a city... This is what that this guy's like making 3 different films. Like, it's almost like he burnt Batman Begins. In Batman Begins, I'm looking at a place where Falcone is eating in a restaurant right next to the city judge.
And he pulls out a gun.
And he pulls out a gun
on Bruce Wayne.
On Bruce Wayne. That's how corrupt it's supposed to be.
And like you have like a guy like Flash, who is like a high-level police guy, and look at the way the guy is operating.
And all of a sudden, by part 2, not only do we not recognize Gotham because Gotham is now Chicago.
Yeah,
but also, Dent is so extraordinary at his job that the city is clean. Like it just needs
all the criminals are now in jail. The streets are clean after 1 year.
After you let out the Gotham City's worst criminals in one night, in the Narrows, they were all let out. Within a year, Batman is considering retiring.
I mean, no. You see, when a guy says that, how can you respect a hero like that? A guy who says, you know what? Based on my parents' death, based on my freakish fear of bats, which now made me wear a bat suit, after 1 year, you know what? I'm going to stop being Batman, and I'm going to be a playboy billionaire for the whole of my time.
I'm now going to be a businessman.
Yeah, so it's like, what are you going to do? You'll either sit down and drink tea with Alfred, or you'll be like this playboy billionaire, which is supposed to be your mask 24/7. I'm like, that's when you're not thinking. If you said, you know, I want to put this thing, because it's too much of a great statement, but when you're not thinking, that's what you say.
When Batman is like 40, be like, hey Bruce, when I was about 30, I used to be Batman, but now I've actually got to meet Donald Trump tomorrow because we're trying to sort out. What kind of crap is that, guys? Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Batman needs Batman. Bruce Wayne is Batman's alter ego. It's not the other way around. His life is what he's doing. He's just lucky that he has a job to do.
And that is why I really, even when I watched it in the cinema to begin with, I just felt that something is wrong here. But I did not know what it was. When I saw Bruce Wayne getting on his motorbike, rolling towards to like the
assassination. I felt something was wrong the second he said, he was talking about Harvey Dent at his, when he was telling Rachel that he wants to be with Rachel. I mean, oh God, listen guys, I'm sorry. I don't buy that film. I really do not buy that film. Listen, the fact is, Chris Nolan is a good director. He's a serious director, and the one thing he has given to the franchise is he's taken it. Don't be confused, guys. Any guy who watches Batman '89 and Batman Returns and says that Tim Burton didn't take that film seriously is very stupid. In fact, it's Christmas and I actually just watched that movie. So I'll tell you now with a claim like that. Anybody who feels that guy did not take that movie very seriously.
I mean, you're not serious.
And anybody who even looks at that film and says it's not actually serious is stupid.
And anybody who says that like he did the Batman comics like a disservice. As if you, as a Batman fan, look at Burton's first Batman movie and says that, this is not a good Batman movie or something like that.
Put it this way,
then you're mad.